Mr. von Cramon, thank you for being with us today. What is the message for all of the citizens of Kosovo that you want to convey?
First of all, you have a big friend in Germany, and not only one. Definitely, there's a big group of Germans supporting Kosovo as such, and you have a very strong diaspora here in Germany. We have heard part of them today. And there's a big interest to bring Kosovo into the European Union. I know that the majority of Kosovo citizens are very much pro-European, pro-Western. They would like to see their country as a member of the European Union. I definitely would like to support this desire.
How do you see the missing chance of the Kosovo to become the part of the Council of the Europe?
Well, I deeply regret that. I think that was a big chance to enter one of the important multilateral institutions. The Council of Europe is an important institution, and there was a real chance. So I hope this is not a missed chance forever, but I hope this is just a postponement of this decision. I hope that the Council and the Executive Committee, the Ministerial Committee, will put this on the agenda on their next session. And I do hope that the Kosovo government, ahead of this, will submit the draft statute of the ASM to the Constitutional Court.
Do you think anyone has to carry the guilty for this missing chance?
Well, this is not up to me to do an assessment. I think the conditions are clearly on the table. I think it was absolutely obvious that the government should have put the submit the draft statute to the Constitutional Court. That didn't happen, so we see the consequences. This is super unfortunate, but as I said before, hopefully they will catch up and they will do the necessary steps.
Should Kosovo institution going to work for the association for Serbian in Kosovo?
Well, this is what Kosovo has signed off for. This is what was ratified in 2013 and 15, and now with the Ohrid Agreement once again. That is what the EU had agreed with both sides, and unfortunately, this is the condition for the Council of Europe. Yes, this is why the Kosovo government hopefully will do this.
How do you evaluate the work of the Prime Minister Kurti on dialogue with Serbia on foreign relations?
Well, I'm not a referee to say this is good or this is bad.
But your opinion at all?
I mean, the opinion from my side is that Serbia has an interest to instrumentalize Kosovo for domestic reasons. So Serbia has no interest to solve things, that is for sure. So Vučić doesn't make anyone's life easier. And of course, it is very difficult then for a prime minister of the other country, of Kosovo, to do their homework and to follow their agenda. I see this.
Yes.
But nevertheless, I would have hoped that the chance with the Council of Europe, the chance with the dialogue, nevertheless, would have been used, because I see this as a great opportunity. I see this as an advantage for the citizens, for the people of Kosovo. And here, well, I would say a little bit of improvement would have been possible.
What is your opinion of the resolution of United Nations on genocide of Srebrenica?
I think this is an important step. I was very glad to see that a majority was found. I was rather unhappy to see that so many states abstained, that this terrible propaganda from Vučić was partly successful, that some states even walked out. So that is not a good signal, but in general it is good that we have this Remembrance Day, that we have this resolution, because it is important not to forget what happened in Srebrenica, not to forget of what the torture, the war crimes and the atrocities, and therefore I'm very glad that the majority of states agreed to vote in favor.
Do you wait that such a resolution will impact the situation in the region?
Well, there was a lot of saying around this. I would be rather relaxed. I would say that this is a necessary step. Tonight we have spoken about how to work with the past. I think that unfortunately, especially Serbia has not worked enough with the past. There are a lot of revisionist powers, there are a lot of revisionist thoughts, and that is not healthy. So coming from Germany, I know myself how important it is to be confronted with the atrocities of your former generation, of my grandparents' generation.
Yes.
There was so much cruelty, there was so much aggression, and this needs to be covered. Here, I think that we all in Europe should have an interest to work harder on this, let's say, very, very sensitive topics in the Balkans. That is true for Kosovo and Serbia, but also for many other regions.
Can we make clear for our audience, are the Ohrid arrangements obligative for Kosovo and Serbia to become part of the EU and to for their path towards?
Absolutely. In the case of Serbia, it is already obligatory. It is in Chapter 35, so there is no chance for Serbia to move ahead without implementing the obligation of the Ohrid Agreement. And for Kosovo, it's the same. We have spoken about the ASM. I don't know about all the individual obligations which raise from the Ohrid Agreement. Yes, but it is true for both sides. We have to work on that, and I hope that we'll see a very swift implementation of those obligations.
Is being Serbia favored by the EU? What do you think?
Well, I mean, of course, if you see, for example, how the Banska attack was
Yes.
being treated, there is obviously a bias. So yes, there were measures against Kosovo after the incidents in May 2023, but there have been no consequences for Serbia after Banska in September 2023, and that is of course not fair. And that's why hopefully soon the measures for Kosovo will be lifted.
Do you believe that Kurti and Vučić have the will to make peace between Kosovo and Serbia?
Well, I mean, at the moment there is peace, but this is not sustainable. And what we need is the normalization of the relations so that both sides can enter the European Union, that you can move forward, that the citizens can see that there's a success in doing reforms, in implementing the mutual agreements. And here, at the moment, I see that both sides gain more from not implementing than from implementing, and that is very unfortunate as well.
Given that there are so many still problems in dialogue, do you think that that the forms and the person who mediate them should be changed?
Well, it will be changed because Miroslav Lajčák, I think after the 1st of August, will be not the mediator, but we have so far no information who will be his successor. But I think generally he hasn't done a bad job. It is not enough to blame the mediator for the lack of success.
Thank you for your time and being with us today.
With pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.